Hey everybody, my name is Curnow and I'm going to be giving you my answers to the prompts for the persuasive speech vlog, reflection vlog that is. The purpose of the speech was to persuade an audience about a controversial topic that was near to you. It's not something you just hear about and I was like, I'm going to talk about this because it sounds interesting. You're actually, you have a background in it or you research it on your own, stuff like that. The way I felt going into this speech presentation was all right, I guess. It's kind of a skill of its own to be able to glance down a note card and then back to your audience and just keep talking about your points and your transitions and stuff like that while thinking about what you just read on a note card so you knew where you're going and things like that. How did I work to make my ethos high? Well, my ethos was very high because I have a high amount of expertise in this. Like, I got a good buddy who's going for his doctorate in this, and he teaches me like all this cool stuff that he's learning. It's my major right now, so I'm learning about it. And I've lost over 100 pounds in fitness due to lifting and things like that. So I felt that my ethos was high, particularly because of my expertise in this. Was my technology adequately prepared? Yes, because I'm using the same setup right now and I think it's just fine. You can see me, you can hear me, so I think it's just fine. In terms of structure and organization, what element felt natural to me? Definitely attention grabber, because where I used to go to college, we got drilled on attention grabbers because they felt it was important to get your audience's attention, because it's harder to get their attention than it is to maintain it. So they thought attention grabbers were very important. The thing that felt odd to me is probably the internal review, just because I'm not used to going back and like listing the points I already talked about that I just talked about, because to me it doesn't really make sense. But I like a brief overview of what I just talked about to sum it up makes sense, but listing them again doesn't really make sense to me. How did I consider my audience in developing my speech? Well, I consider my audience, well, for those of you who don't know, my topic was about weightlifting and getting fit, I guess, in general. So, really, my topic for this would be everyone, because we all have been drilled. We got to go to the gym, we got to work out, we got to do stuff like that. So, I guess there really wasn't much of an audience to consider than just to speak to everyone for this. My audience responded very well to my speech. In the video, they're kind of looking down at the ground just so I don't get thrown out. But off camera, they all thought it was good points, good topic, very persuasive, things like that. They all thought it was very good. What was my strongest persuasive argument? Probably when I was speaking to both sexes about the benefits of lifting. I felt that was the strongest because it kind of spoke to everyone in that way. So it was things that both genders would see. So I felt that was very good, I guess. Do I feel like I had the advantage of solid logos in my argument? Yes, I felt like I had the advantage of this because everyone, like I mentioned earlier, is drilled on going to the gym. We know we need to do it, but not all of us do it, or we don't want to do it, or things like that. So I felt that just talking to people about this would definitely help, because it's just something we know in the back of our heads that we're supposed to be doing. So just a slight nudge maybe would help tremendously. What did I do in my speech that worked? I think my research and how I presented that research was very well done in this. Because like I give you the points, but I don't go into too much detail to lose an audience, or I don't ramble on too much about it. So I felt that was very good. What didn't work? I don't honestly know. One area I could target for make improvement would be my mini thesis. I keep forgetting to list them. Connect my learning experience to class readings and concepts. Well, definitely the biggest thing I consider most is like ethos, you know, your credibility, because I'm not going to go listen to someone talk about theoretical physics who just learned how to add and last week, you know. So I felt like that was very important to me, I guess. And I think that's the biggest crossover I got. Thank you.